Hello and welcome back to the Intro to Innovation Entrepreneurship vlog. I'm Maddie and today I'm here to talk about our Entrenched systems assignment. So my group decided to talk about mass incarceration. I joined our group FaceTime call and they had already, like 5 minutes late because I was looking for a quiet place, and we had already settled on mass incarceration. And I will say right off the bat, I thought that was too big of an idea to fix. I thought we were going to talk about something like in the school system, or at least something that we know a little bit more about, because none of us have been in prison to my knowledge. So although that is an issue I care about and definitely is an entrenched system, I was the one who suggested we bring it down to a more specific level. So that's how we landed on the legalization of marijuana specifically. I thought our group did a good job of putting our heads together and thinking of practical reasons why this would be beneficial to society. And I think we actually all had an equal part in spearheading different ideas. Logan wanted to talk about how the disparities between the states, and me and Sam were talking about the racial disparities, and then Tyler and George were kind of more on the economic side. So I actually thought it was good how we all had a reason to care about this specific issue. And I think that helped us. This was one of the group assignments where I think we actually did all come together. That was the first time we've all actually been on a phone call at the same time before we did an assignment. So that was nice. I think what we learned though is that there's a reason, people know these entrenched systems are bad, and there's a reason why they haven't been fixed yet. And that's because it's really, really hard. I don't know if we were prepared as 19-year-olds in college to come up with solutions to these problems. I think it's good across the board from seeing all of our classmates that these are things that we all care about and we all have ideas on things we can do. This assignment did prove to me that change, it's not linear, these things don't get solved overnight, because it was really difficult to think of practical first step. And I think that's why these systems are so entrenched, is because they're built up on so many years and years and years of these things that are really hard to undo. And I think our generation is trying to do that. And I think in connection to entrepreneurship, I think we can use businesses and we can use new business models to try to justify, and not justify, but give justice to some of these issues, I guess. I think we're capable as budding entrepreneurs of setting up systems and within our own companies and our own future endeavors that work to undo these systems. And it's not something that we can all change all by ourselves, but it is something that we are all capable of doing something towards. So I thought that was the point of this assignment. That's what I got out of it. And I think it provided a really nice connection into how real world issues do involve entrepreneurship, and specifically entrepreneurial thinking, which is what we're learning in this class. So although it was a hard assignment, I don't know if we 100% got there. I really liked what you said in class about how if we approach this from the economic angle, we would have had even more of a leg to stand on, because it's even harder to argue. And I wish we kind of went down that route, because you're right. But I did think this was a good assignment and I got a lot out of it. So thank you for listening to the vlog. Have a good night.